Alright, today I'm going to be showing you how to test out your cooling system to make sure that there is no leak in your system, or to determine where a leak is coming from. It's a very simple task. You can actually rent the tools from your auto parts store. The one that I got specifically was from AutoZone. Obviously you're going to have to put in a deposit, and then when you return the part, then you'll get your deposit money back. So we're going to go ahead and start this video right after the intro. Alright, so number one, you're going to need a rag, obviously a flashlight just in case if you want to determine where the leak is coming from. And then you're going to need the tool itself. Part number is going to be 940427. This would be the cooling system pressure test kit. Then before, if anything, if the car was already running, make sure you squeeze the radiator hose, and if it's nice and soft and it squeezes like this, that means you're able to open it without it exploding all up in your face. So now I always like to have a rag just in case. It's always good to be cautious. At least still applying pressure in the meantime while holding it down and then releasing it. Now if there is no coolant, you need to go ahead and add coolant. Just not all the way full, just enough to where you can actually start seeing it. So just like that, where you can see a little puddle. Then in our test kit, we're going to go ahead and open it. Now what the pressure thing that we're going to be looking for is that we're going to be looking for the one that's going to be similar to our radiator cap. Now obviously the one that I'm going to be needing is number 9, because that's the one that's similar in design to it. Now obviously there's other designs, but that's not the one that we're going to need. This will be like for an expansion tank and then so on. Now if you don't have the right one for your vehicle, they do have adapter kits that you just need to see which part number that you need for, and then that you could use this for that specific job. Obviously there's some that you can actually use these adapters where you can just spin them and it'll expand the bottom piece right there, but we're not going to be using those. And then obviously we're going to need the pump itself to apply pressure. So then we're going to go ahead and put on our test pressure cap. So you're going to keep spinning it while putting in pressure. Make sure it's fully seated. Then as for this guy, make sure there's no pressure applied. If there is, you'll go ahead and press the release valve. And then we'll go ahead and just push this guy right here until it clips. Now we're going to go ahead and apply pressure. Now you don't want to apply too much pressure because you could damage something. So we're going to go ahead and apply it to, I wouldn't go no more past than the yellows before 25. So try to stay in between like 23 at the max that you would go to if you're trying to find a really small leak. Now versus this car, it's a very big leak, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the pressure, and I know where it's at, and I can hear it right now leaking. And you see that right there, that stream of water? It's actually coming out from that hose. So you can see it. So you see right there that little stream of water. So yeah, now we know where our leak's coming from. And then once we're done finding the leak, we need to go ahead and slowly release the pressure by pressing this valve. I mean slowly, alright? Don't press it all the way down, just slowly press it. And then we'll go ahead and pull the tab up. Do that. And then push this down while spinning loosely. And then basically that would be it. Now clean this part, just as a courtesy for the people that are going to be using that.
If
this video helped you out, comment down below if you have any questions on regarding the testing procedure. Now if you can't see an external leak, obviously you might be having an internal leak, and if you have a blown head gasket, you can actually have a possible hydro lock in the block from the head gasket, but at least you'll determine where the leak would be coming from. So again, make sure, be cautious. Don't forget about other like internal leaks, like you can be leaking inside the transmission cooler tank. I've had that before happen. Obviously the head gasket, and then obviously some intake manifolds do require a passage of coolant to go through those. Those will be like the aluminum intakes. I believe this one has that design on this part, but that's not what we are worried about. We found an external leak, which would be the hoses. Obviously the same thing for a water pump, you could find that. So look in your timing cover area. Try to look in the front or where to see where the leak is coming from. You can look under the vehicle. Just try to pinpoint out these directions to give you guidance in that. Again, so hit the subscribe button for more upcoming videos in the future, and thanks for watching.